Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome back to Foundation. Today is the biggest day we've ever had. Today we begin construction on our big O bridge. You all have continued to support the series and just got aggressive about telling me how much you liked it. So thank you everyone for showing your support and voting on wanting to see this bridge, where yes indeed we've moved the supports to either side of the river. Pretty good. I think it's pretty close. A lot of people said they liked it. And so we're going to go ahead and initiate construction on our biggest construction project yet. Boom. Alright. So now we've got a lot of people bringing over stone. We will see the construction of the bridge taking place here today. We're going to build our Lord's Manor on this side afterwards, so that way I can start collecting a lot more tax dollars and a lot more money from our military raids, and then building a castle over here. Then I think others thought it was a good idea to build, like, for example, another military camp here and perhaps another church to connect to the monastery on this other side. Something like that. So anyway, thanks as always for showing your support and cheering me on as we deal with some of the weird glitches and other weird things in this game. It's been a lot of fun so far. And again, remember, if there's anything you want me to fix, let me know, and I'll fix it at 1,000 likes. That's been our game so far, I guess. Everybody's been enjoying that, so good to see everybody playing along and having fun. The church was completed last time, and the monastery continues its construction. It's very close to being done. There's just really only a few stone remaining, but the biggest thing is polished stone, which will take a little bit longer, but it seems to still be arriving and being imported and worked on over here at the stonemason hut. We've got a lot more people in town, but we've got a lot more jobs now as we have to be focused on some new stuff that we've been building. A lot of new warehouses being built to try to remedy some of the supply problems, but it seems to, according to you guys, just be a thing that just is part of the game for the moment. Lots of tools here and lots of stone too. Immediately as stone comes in, it's immediately shipped right back out to work on the bridges and stuff like that. Some people leaving due to happiness. You can see we've got a huge supply problem with food, but doesn't really seem to be much of a way to remedy that. We've built these tremendously large marketplaces here, but only some of the places seem to be getting bread for whatever reason. So there's not like a lot of bread being delivered, even though we are importing bread, even though we're making bread. Again, just to reiterate, we've got our wheat farm here that has 45 wheat sitting there, and then we've got another 200 wheat sitting here, but none of it seems to be going to the windmills at all. For whatever reason, they're barely making any flour, and when they do, it doesn't seem to make it to the bakery very often, even if we do have multiple bakeries, or even if we have multiple transporters at the warehouse. So it's anybody's guess, I suppose. Regardless, money's still coming in, and we're building the city to look beautiful, which is really a big portion of the game. I mean, look at how cool and beautiful this looks. That's really impressive. And we've got a lot of houses being built down here. We'll probably be working on building a rustic church now, but I want to make sure that we make the bridge our highest priority. You can see now where people are arriving towards the bottom of the bridge. Let's go ahead and make this our highest priority. There we go. And the troops are back from the mission. Good, that means more money coming in for us. It's cool, you can see where people are working at the base of the bridge. They have to walk all the way down here, of course. There's no bridge yet, so they got to build it from the bottom. Alright, let's go ahead and work on building a church over here, a small rustic church, and then filling in the rest of these homes. We have some new territory up here, too, to build some residential areas. So let's go ahead and ask for extraction here. We're going to ask the loggers to cut out all these trees so we can make some areas for homes. And I'm going to go ahead and approve this all to be areas for homes. Even though there's no desirability yet, really. But we need more homes for our people. And, of course, some more marketplaces would be good, though it doesn't seem to be doing much. But it does, of course, add desirability quite a bit. Also, we get 20 wine for doing that every time. Interesting. We must have like 3 billion wine. I don't even think we're storing that anywhere. Is there a way to see how much wine I have in storage? Anyway, let's go ahead and start building our small rustic church over here for people, so they don't have to walk too far into town. So if we start with monument, rustic church, core, it's going to be a very small building compared to our other ones. I'll try to build 2 cores. And then we'll build ourselves maybe a couple of extensions just to give it some variety. There we go. It almost looks more like a town hall. There we go. Fantastic. Am I clicking on doors or extensions here? These look like doors. There we go, that's what we want. Wait a minute. I think these are backwards. Oh, that's why it looks like that. Okay. Want to make sure the window's facing out this way, so wooden extension should have a window facing that way. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. I got confused between it looking like a door. Oh, every time I put it down, it reorients it that way. Okay. So when we put down a wooden extension, we got to rotate it and then snap it on. Perfect. That makes sense. All right, let's build a tower now. Let's see if we can build some sort of a small tower. Small tower B. I don't know what the difference is. Oh, one's made of stone. I see. Okay, that looks nice. Alright. Stone graves. Oh, we can put graves on the side of the church? Oh, that's interesting. The other churches don't get that. I think this will just add more decorative touch to it. Let's see. We'll need a door, of course, to get in. So that looks good. Alright, so something a little out of the usual, out of the ordinary for that church. Okay, we'll start the construction on that. And I certainly don't want it to begin now, so let's pause. I want to make sure all materials are focused on the bridge. All buildings should be on the bridge. Doesn't look like anything yet is delivered to the bridge. 1,406. Just regular stone on that thing. Oh yeah, you can see them working up here. So I want all of our stone to be dedicated to the bridge. We're importing some, and I've hired some more people to work on our stone cutting. Let's see if we can add even more to that. There we go. Alright, everyone we've got is now assigned to a job. And we've increased our home building too. Let's make sure we've got these residential areas working. So there's just low desirability here. So let's work on putting something nice around. Alright, that'll probably help it out. Let's take a look back at decorative. Okay, so that actually adds a little bit to it. Very nice. The more and more things that get built around here, the better it'll be. We don't need it built up right away. I think we've actually got 4 villagers who are homeless, so it's not really a critical thing. Just one more home needs to be built somewhere. Okay, all the stone is coming in as quickly as it can. Looks like it's all immediately going through the bridge construction. So that's what we want to see today. This is going to be an epic bridge. I think it's probably going to be the end up being the biggest one that we can build. If I build one maybe here, it's probably going to be a little smaller. But I want to see this thing built today. That's going to be our big goal. So I don't want anyone working at the monastery. Looks like people are working over there. Let's pause. There we go. So I don't want the church worked on. I don't want the monastery worked on. They did bring over some materials, but that stopped. So now all materials should be dedicated to the bridge. So 122 out of 1406. Look at all the stuff being delivered. That's awesome. Everyone's grabbing a little stone and bringing it right over. Looks like we're storing stone here too. We got another man working on polishing stone there. Luckily the bridge doesn't require polished stone, it's only regular, so that'll increase our production of that quite quickly. Once stone is mined, we can go right towards the bridge construction. Here's some more stone there, so we can let our miners dig over there if they need to. Good to see everybody working. No sign of the bridge yet. I'm not seeing really any sort of sign that the bridge has been constructed or started. Oh, you know what'd be really cool is to build a smaller wooden bridge down here. Huh, what if we did that? What if we built a small little wooden bridge down there? Hopefully it's not in the way of our big bridge. That might help them to get things to the other sides. I don't know where the stone bridge is now, but let's try a wooden bridge too. Wooden bridge is only going to take 170 planks. Let's make that a high priority too. So hopefully the stone and the wooden bridge are both getting the amount of attention that they need. Looks like there's another iron mine up there, another patch of iron. So we can build that more. I want to see this bridge. Oh. Nope, still not seeing anything. Probably when we get around to like 500 we might see it. Looks like somebody's working on the wooden bridge now too. Hopefully that thing works and hugs the side of the stone bridge. That'll be cool. Alright, yes, we've always have people leaving due to unhappiness, just because of the food supply issue. Go back to the workplace list and see if we can assign people. Charcoal hut really doesn't even seem to be functioning anyway. I guess the lumber camp we don't really need more people on. I guess that's okay for now. Let's work on stone cutters. Okay. $170. We're getting there. I think that guy's still working on the stone bridge. Looks like no one's working on the wooden one. Maybe we'll build that later. I was hoping that perhaps we could build it early to help people get to either side for building construction materials. Oh, look at all that go. Okay, well, nothing there yet, but it looks like they're starting to construct something monolithic. The big bridge build is going on. Look at how popular bridge building is. People love taking that bridge to the other side. It's a very busy intersection there. Very necessary for people to get to one side to the other. Otherwise, they used to have to cross up here on either of these bridges. Either of those bridges was quite the crossing. Okay. Now we've got 11 stone. Good. I'm glad we've got so much stone now in storage. We're going to have to build our Lord's Manor next, and it looks like the loggers have cleared out most of this area, too. So let's go ahead and get ready to build my manor. Let's start laying that out, or at least putting a wall around it. Should we put a large stone wall around it? Or maybe a small wooden wall, or a stone wall. Looks like the bridge is going to cross here. So we can start laying out the fences ahead of time. Ah, we could build like another wooden bridge there too. Back this way. Okay, I think that's going to be good for now. I don't think we need to make a fortress, but maybe we will. I don't know. At least we've laid out the wall for now. So that's where our Lord's Manor will go. Our stone Lord's Manor, so that way we can collect more taxes and such. So let's put that there. Let's make a stone main building. I think this game actually, now that I'm thinking of it, I remember it used to have like a barracks and a lot of other things that you could build. That may have been part of a different version, because there was certainly some serious buildings that you could construct. Let's try to do this. We got to remember stone main building. There we go. There we are. Something along these lines. And we might end up elevating these a little bit too. There we go. More materials, but it's going to look much better. It looks like the king has sent an envoy for us to get quests again. And that, of course, will give us a ton of cash. And that's where it's all going to go, right here into our wonderful little monastery. No, of course, this is our... Oh, yeah. My own keep. Okay, let's put another... So we have stone extensions we can put down. Try to put down more towers. Oh, yes, our tax office. Wonderful. Well, this can actually be attached to it. There we go, something like that. Don't know what our storage capacity is going to be with money. Doesn't say. Tells us maintenance costs, but it doesn't say how much this might be able to store. We can always add on to that. Let's put a bailiff office down. Alright, stone door. What if we could put a wall down? Now let's do this. I got an idea. We'll put extensions here. There we go. And then we'll put a stone door down. There we go. Chimneys. There we go. Yeah, back in the initial starts of the game, I remember you were allowed to build like barracks and things like that. That was a lot of fun. Military buildings and banners and more serious castles. No. Pause construction of that. Okay. So our Lord Manor is down. I don't think it's possible to really build a castle anymore. Because I can remember in the beginning of the game, they did allow you to build like a very large... Let's see, wooden bridge, monastery, market, rustic church. Yeah, you were actually able to build like a castle. There was barracks, banners. You could decorate everything. I did it in one of our earlier episodes on a previous playthrough of it. Ah, good. The bridge is starting to actually appear. Very good. So I think what we'll do is we'll make this into a town up here too then, and we'll kind of wall it off a little bit, but make it look more military-like if we can, though we can't get the buildings that I was hoping for. Alright, so today's episode is pretty much all about the bridge, and of course the Lord's Manor, but don't really want to do any construction on that until we have completed the bridge. So let's take a look at the bridge now. 325 out of 1406, so we've still got about 1,000 stone to be delivered. And we're down to like 5. We got as many people as possible working on that stone cutting. So let's make sure we've got some more people assigned to stone cutting. We might be losing people who are loggers, but at this point we've got 1,000 logs, so it doesn't matter at all. Not even worried about it one bit. Although a weaver I am worried about. Let's go with that. Alright, transporters for the warehouses, soldiers assigned there. Market tenders, woodcutters, foragers. Baker. Oh, we're out of people. Well, looks like this guy's... Oh, where's this bakery? Oh, that bakery's really making a lot of stuff. I think we need some more bakeries to get more flour. They're doing a really good job. Note to self, make some more bakeries. We'll have to make sure that's done then. Hey, didn't I pause this? This is on pause, folks. Pause building construction. That's paused. I guess since they were programmed or told to go up here to deliver some stuff, they're going to have to do it now. Cool. Alright. So the only other thing that we have to unlock in this game, everything else is unlocked, except for some things aren't completed, is we need to unlock the weaponsmith. That's the only thing here that I think we haven't unlocked. Yeah, that's in the game still. Everything else is coming soon. So we won't be able to see a giant castle, but we will build a giant fortress up here, so that's going to be one thing. As soon as the big O bridge is completed. There's a lot of people assigned to that construction. They're bringing stuff over little by little. Got 13 stone around. Glad it's all going up there. Yeah, as soon as they're done mining stone, it goes right over to the bridge. Like, people are literally bringing it right there and dropping it off. There we go. I think I've ordered all the trees to be cut down up here as well. I wonder if we can build a bridge across here. Let's try to build a stone bridge and see how that looks. Bridges in this game are always so weird. I could build a bridge like that, but I don't know if people would actually be able to cross that. It might glitch out. That's probably about as close as we'd be able to make it, but since there's stone there, I don't know if they'd be able to walk. But they probably can, because there's a thing there. There's like a little pathway. Let's try to build a little closer to this side. $200 stone for that little bridge. We'll put that on pause too. We'll build that later for looks. Alright. Well, the bridge is actually starting to appear. We see some base supports down here. And we can see the arches and the initial ramps being put down. Good. I'm importing stone, and we've got everybody mining as much stone as we can. I don't think we have anybody unemployed at the moment, unless we've gotten new people. Looks like 2 new people moved in. So let's try to focus on getting some more woodcutters going, or rather, stone cutters. They're all full. Alright, let's assign some more people back to the... Let's see, Lord's Manor. Keep those tax dollars coming in. I'm not going to worry too much about woodcutters for the moment. But I'm going to try to get people back at the warehouses. Okay, we are out of people. Okay, so how are we doing on happiness? So the biggest problem now is food, and it's a severe problem to our people. But as you know, if you've been watching long enough, there seems to be a problem where a lot of supplies just aren't able to be delivered. We've increased the number of warehouses that we have, but it only seems to lead to a bunch of wheat being stored, but not actually going to market. So let's try to increase the amount of bakeries, though there's 40 bread in storage. I don't know if it's actually getting to market to be sold. There's also markets here that we need to work on too, but we haven't yet turned those on. We'll need to focus on creating more food. So that means more bakeries, but that means more workers. We'll have to take some people away from the building projects. And considering that we want to complete this today, we're now 1,000 stone away from completing this. Excellent. So we're almost done. It's going to take a little bit longer. 2 new villagers joining. Excellent. Let's lay down some bakeries for now. Let's put them all the way around here. Let's see. I'm going to put bakeries around so we can try to increase food output. Now that we've got some of our neighborhoods built, we'll use the extra space for the industrial buildings. Looks like we could probably put... some bakeries here. My only concern is I don't want them to have to walk very far from town to get flour and water. Water and flour is all they need. And we do have a well here, so it could work pretty easily. Right now we're a little low on cash, but that'll fix itself in a little bit. We're importing so many goods to make up for the problems with the transportation, so it's kind of a necessary evil at the moment. It is awesome to see this whole town function. We haven't even had to touch any of our reforestation areas because we had so many... actually, I wonder if I have any territories to buy. Oh, we got a free area here. Yeah, we don't have to touch any areas for reforestation because we're cutting down so many trees right now. It's really good. It's a good problem to have. I wonder where we should buy some more territory. Maybe here? Squeeze in a few more homes. Do a little bit more extraction. Yay. Alright, that's going to be perfect. And we'll leave that area for hunting. Ah, there we go. Alright, so now at about almost 500 stone, we're seeing all the supports going down. And it looks like they're mostly making it on the left side. So I wonder in time if they're going to have to get over to the right side. Luckily, we do have some bridges to go there. And they just walk up the hill from here. The bridge, I think, is going to be our biggest project yet. It takes the most amount of stone. This one taking 610. Just about half of what the other one needs. And this one requiring only 235 remaining. The monastery has been a very long time project that we've been building. But it's slow and go with all the material shortages that you would expect. Can't make enough stuff sometimes. Luckily, tool supplies are good. We're at 50 still. So that'll allow us to stockpile some other goods for a while. That sounds like a good idea. It's a good plan. We'll have tools and things ready for later. So people are basically coming over with 1 or 2 stones and then putting them down and placing them into the construction zone. So they deliver the goods and then they just plop them down. It's going to be a mighty fine bridge, I'd say. And we can have people walking in front of the manor. Cool. Wow, the town is just incredible. Very nice looking. Still some home shortages, but it looks like a lot of homes that were supposed to be built did get completed. I think we just need some more marketplaces around. Which we do have one here. I suppose I'll turn these ones on then. Let's go ahead and sell bread, berries, fish, and clothing. And we'll try to get a few sales going. Hopefully that'll increase desirability if it's functioning. Probably not, but we'll see. Alright, yeah, most of the unhappiness is due to the lack of connection between the two areas there. With the food. I wonder if there's going to be seasons in this game. It would certainly be beautiful to see the winter season come around. Maybe you have to have different requirements for the winter. Like, for example, with Austria, where you need to save up firewood and things like that. That'd be cool. Military raids and, you know, having to defend. That would be interesting as well. Or to leave it in peaceful mode like this, too, just so you can build a big O city. Many different options. Hopefully they come up with those. Well, the church is looking nice. I want to put a fence around that, but that's going to take a little time to find the right fence. I don't know if I want to put, like, a little hedge around it. I don't think a hedge would look appropriate. But whatever. Alright. So we're now building a ton more bakeries. So hopefully the builders who are not on building the... Oh wow, they actually are quite resource intensive. So 13 out of 20 stone, 20 planks, and 20 tools. Okay, well that's not bad. I would like them to get to work on that. Alright, the bridge is getting there. In the meantime, we built some bakeries. Hopefully that'll increase the use of flour, which maybe will trigger the game into creating more, or bringing over more grain, so it can be turned into flour. Oh, wow, did this house upgrade here? Wow, they got enough supplies and stuff to upgrade. Very nice. Good for them. Okay. So it looks like clothing is now an issue. I think did I stop on importing that, or what did I do there? Trading resources. Looks like I stopped buying clothes. We'll need to keep buying then. Otherwise that's going to be a continuous issue. We're making clothing too, but I think we just got to keep going with imports, imports, imports. It seems like we were able to work out the clothing problem, but the food is just still an issue. I only see one mill working here and here. I never see these other two working. I don't know. Although there is no footpath to those, so I'm wondering if the workers are just not making it there. But if that were the case, there wouldn't be any wheat here. So the footpaths are working, with that considered. Alright, the clothing problem should resolve itself shortly, as we're now importing. And good, another house has been completed, so that means more people will be in homes. And it looks like food is turned around. I don't know. We'll have to worry about some of that stuff later. Looks like we got woodcutters working over here. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of these guys. They'll be unemployed, and then we'll assign them to be bakers. We're not really cutting too many trees down in there anymore. It's mostly over here and here, which is just down the road from our main camp over there. Alright. Well, it's good to see the town going. Nice to see it function while we just kind of do a flyover. Most things are functioning perfectly. Like, for example, our fishing docks are looking good. People are going fishing like crazy, and it looks like the king has returned for another quest. We can now make all that money back. Alright, let's go ahead and send the troops. Okay, we will go ahead and send all these people. Yeah, we're doing all sorts of imports now with our money in order to keep things swinging. Looks like clothing is increased. Good. So that's where all of our money went. So that should just take a little bit to get back to the marketplaces. Let's actually make sure the markets are full, too. Do we have somebody working all over here? Okay, let's get all that working. And we got people working here. Okay. And another house being constructed. Good. Oh, this bridge is going to take a long time, isn't it? Seems we haven't used any tools, which is strange. Oh, I guess... Oh, look at that. 20 wood. So long as they have the supply, they can bring it all. Very good. I can't believe the amount of quarries that we have, by the way. Look at that. All of these stone miners working full-time in order to build that bridge. And then all the extra can go to the monastery when that's complete. Okay. Well, I'm going to do the impossible now and build some more bakeries in the hope that we can deliver some more bread to finish all of our food problems. That seems to be our only major problem now. Clothing is in store, and so it should be sold. Just takes time to get out to the people and be delivered. Looks like there's a lot of fishing going on, too. Alright, let's build some more fishing huts. Oh, there we go. That should be the right way. Right there. Alright, and hopefully these extra fisher huts will bring in more food than needed. I hope we actually start getting some good stockpile of fish. Bread has been zeroed out even though we're buying it like crazy. Okay, so for our negative money, we are going to complete a quest and we'll have over 1,000 gold into the banks again. And then as soon as we upgrade the manor and build it up there, we'll have tons of extra space for our tax offices, and that'll bring in just tons of cash. And then we shouldn't have to worry about money ever again. And then we'll just try to stay focused on fixing quirks. Yep, tons of wheat here, and nobody bringing over the flour. I'm hoping building these bakeries isn't a waste of time. Okay, how's our bridge doing? Well, it is kind of functioning. I see people working top and bottom there. Some people carry things down to the bottom, swing around, and then start working on the support beam here. Eventually, I think when the bridge gets halfway down, they're going to come over here and start working over here. They already did start a little bit. Soldiers are back from a mission. Excellent. So that means we'll get that money as soon as they come back to the center of town. More houses complete. Good. So the housing problem should be solved. Ooh, I just saw a huge drop in clothing. That's good. That means that people are buying them at the markets. Very good. Alright, bakeries are being completed. Fishing huts. What do we have for unemployed? Just 2? Okay. Glad we have so many builders. Excellent. We just got a ton of cash plus 1 free territory. And more villagers. Good. Okay, let's go to villager list. Let's assign these last 2 to bakers. So let's just do it this way. Oh, good. Fishing huts are being built like crazy. Alright, let's assign 2 people to a bakery here. And we'll keep trying to make more bread. Hopefully we have an abundance that allows us to fulfill all the needs. Ah, good. The first leg of the bridge is complete. Very good. Alright, so basically to get up to the bridge and come up to the first major arch is complete. And we'll have our little bridge over here soon. Wow, you can't even see it. It's just for looks whenever they're done. Wow, I can't believe it. We're just still not making enough stone. They're bringing as much as they can, though. 500 out of 1306. Didn't that go down from like 1400? Maybe the game recalculated or something and reduced it. Okay, well, we're approaching the halfway mark for that one. Excellent. Alright. I'm trying to import all the food that we can. It just doesn't seem like we can sell it fast enough. As you can see here, there's just tons of bread in storage, but I can't buy it fast enough to get it out. Let's take a look here. See if we can buy anything. Oh, is it snowing? Kind of weird. Looks like it could snow. Now let's import bread, berries. I'm just going to try to import food as much as I can. Money's not really a concern. We are always making money from taxes, purchases from the citizens, and then of course our military raids. So let's go like 250 on the berries and 250 on the bread and fish. Looks like another bakery's been completed. Let's actually go like 250 here. And it doesn't look like anybody's ever purchased deer meat from us. We do have that in supply, but nobody's buying any of that. Okay, bakeries are getting done. All of our debt here is because we have to buy stuff that's just not being made in the game like it should be. Let's assign more people to the bakery. What if we're going to unassign some builders? I like the amount of builders we have, but it might be too much. Although they are building some of the other bakeries, so maybe I spoke too soon. Look at that, we went from like -1,000 to +1,000. I don't know. It's crazy, isn't it? Oh, good, look at that. The support beams for the bridge are almost complete. Or at least they're all started. And this one's almost halfway there. Overall bridge construction looks like it's at the halfway point. Homes are being completed, good. Now we're certainly going to have a reorganization of our labor force. Let's actually do that right now. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of some of the... Let's see, some of the logging camps. Going to try to reduce the number of people working here. And try to focus on bakeries. There we go. Okay, let's see if by building more bakeries that increases the amount of flour and other things that are produced. It just doesn't make sense that if wheat's not going to the mill, then you don't have flour, and if you don't have flour, then why build the bakery? Because you wouldn't be able to do anything with it, but hopefully we can sort that out. Good number of stone there. I'm really happy with how much we've got going on, considering we've got a big build project going on the bridge. They've got to walk further and further to get to the other side to start that construction. But they're doing well. Oh, the church looks nice. Certainly neat to have a tower on the side like that. Oh yeah, we got more than enough room for a lot of these people. Good. Alright, our problem solved. Looks like clothing is pretty much zeroing out. The housing is looking better, and food is kind of about where it always is. Okay. I'm going to call that good while we wait for the bridge. Come on, boys! That bridge has got to be completed. I wonder if we can start other construction, too. I suppose we'll start construction on the manor, then. We'll just construct everything now. We've got plenty of builders for it. Just not a lot of the materials, but that's okay. Alright. My workplace is full. Farm building. I am stuck in a warehouse. Look at all these problems. Ah, yeah, so some of these buildings are saying they're full or whatnot. That's all good. Alright, let's go back to the bridge. So the bridge construction has begun and will near completion soon. So I think we will see that wrap up in the next episode. So if you're excited to see it, make sure you show your support. Click or tap that like button. We're going to finish up the bridge, the manor, and the other bridge over there in the next episode. And then we're going to see if we can fix all of our bakery problems and everything like that. A lot of people were saying there's just not much you can do. Other people were giving some helpful hints of how to resolve it, but we'll see. All right, I'll see you all next time. Thank you, everyone, for watching. We'll finish up the manor and some of our big builds and then build the rest of the town. I'll see you all soon. Goodbye, everyone. Take care and see you next time here in Raptoria. Thank you, everyone, for the support.